Alrighty, welcome back. It's one like Klavicus. I've had a bit of sleep since my last recording, so hopefully I'll be a little bit more enthused. To be honest, I got over that first shard because I made things deliberately difficult for myself. You know, maybe not the best way to go about things, but at least I got to show you how a warrior can be a one-man army. And obviously, as you progress through and get access to better items and better technologies and stuff, the warrior can become completely unstoppable. And yeah, good for the economy if you're not paying for upkeep of units. So something to note here is you can kind of see that I'm the ruthless. So that's like a sort of a statement of karma. You can Google online sort of where your karma value lies with, like what does this kind of mean? But basically, this means that I played ruthlessly, or that I've got negative karma. And this will also, like this does have effects in game. Like the Inquisition can like attack you and stuff when you become too evil, and that really sucks. And also different astral masters, like there's evil astral masters and there's good ones, and they'll treat you differently depending on your karma as well. Something I did neglect is to mention when I finish the last shard, is that you get, I do remember mentioning that you get a personality score, but I forgot to see what the personality score was. So so that's, you get a score for being consistent in playing either evil, or good, or whatever. So normally I mix and match. I play kind of evil at the beginning, or I take advantage of stuff at the beginning, and then as shards progress, then I start looking after my citizens, because I don't need to be so evil. But we're being evil. Let's see how far I can get being evil. It's very different mindset and different play style to what I'm used to. Yeah, so one thing to do in the Astral, make sure you talk to everybody in between your games. So you got Tsar, so you can ask him a bunch of stuff. I'm just going to zoom through this because I've read all these like a million times, but I recommend asking everything, and because it tells us you story and lore, and there's also some really important stuff. Like sometimes you'll get like missions, and stuff like that. So yeah, feel free to pause the video and have a look at what we're saying. Like I said, this game is quite funny as well, and Tsar definitely has a sense of humour. So it's actually it's actually not so bad reading. I just really can't be fucked, because I've read them a million times. Whoops, I haven't. So yeah, so if I zip through that very, very quickly, and made it hard for you to pause in the right spots. If you were choosing to pause, I'll go a little bit slower. There you go. So I've asked Zara everything. He's basically telling me who I am and why the Astral exists, and all this sort of stuff. The moral of the story is that there's a great catechism, and the places all split up. So we've still got some more shards. They're probably all going to be okay. So we've got 2 small shards. We got 2 tiny ones. I would highly recommend doing the tiny ones before the small ones, no matter what. For a number of reasons. I think the tiny ones are easier. Like they're meant to be easy. And some people recommend doing the larger shards first because they're meant to be harder, but as it's still the very beginning of the game, like the difficulty scales up as you play through the game. So some people recommend doing the larger shards first while the difficulty is still lower, and then coming back and doing the smaller shards. Did I not get the shard with the crystal power? The crystal power mustn't have been an option for me. Otherwise, I would have taken that, I thought, last time. Or maybe I just took the wrong shard. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, you can see I've got 2 shards. So I did conquer a shard, which is good to know. But yeah, I'll be taking this one because I'm after this crystal power. But yeah, I was saying that, you know, if you leave these tiny ones until the difficulty really cranks up, you're not very far away from the enemy Astral Master. And on higher difficulty levels, when you get an enemy Astral Master just turning up on your doorstep extremely quickly, before you've had time to get guards in place or something like that, it can really suck. You know, to the point where the shard becomes undoable pretty much. So that's why I recommend doing the small ones first, and then moving on. Now this all looks really good, and I would love all of these things. Like the merchant court gives you easy access to. This is like the duelist is normally my first tier 2 unit. I only had tier 1 units that last game. The market, you can build storehouses in your provinces so that you don't have to go all the way back to your capital to do shopping. And your theatre makes improves mood by 1 with things with just a pub in it. So they're all really great. But I'm going to take this one just for the crystal of power. The Foresters Guild, I often neglect, but it's not too bad. The Foresters Guard increase. The Foresters Guard increases your population, your province income by 10%, and they cost 2. So if you're making a province income of 20, you know, you've got a free guard. They're pretty shit, but it is what it is. And the infirmary, again, I normally skip this as well, but speeding up the population growth in the capital is super good as well. So I probably shouldn't neglect these as much as I do. This also seems like a good building as well, and maybe not something that I should care about so much as an evil person. Now my headset is just beeping at me, giving me low battery warning, so I'm just going to change the battery. So give me 1 second, and this will probably cut out. Probably not much point stopping the recording. This headset, I can change it super quick, so I'll be back in 1 moment. And there we go. Now I believe I am back. I hope so. I'm just going to just have a double check on my recording software. Yep, everything is working. So, alright. With all of that said, let's invade this shard. Telkin. Now, there's nothing. I can increase my gold reserve. You know, it's not really going to do much. Getting gold income and stuff is way better. But, you know, for the hell of it, I will increase my gold reserve. Will I? Yeah. Why not? It might make all that crucial difference. I generally like to spend, you know, up to the amount of energy that I'm making, so that I'm still gaining a little bit of energy, maybe not, and like not losing it. All right, so we got free settlement, halflings, barbarians, and halflings. So this is one of those ones where it might be really good to make friends with the halflings. I mean, the halflings are good, so I'm not going to do that. I will hire a different... Let's have a look at potential gem incomes. Yeah, there's a little bit of gem income. There's a little bit of gem income. So I'm going to play as a wizard. This would also, you know, it's not normally my first choice as well, especially when you don't really have access to second levels buildings. So maybe I won't play as a wizard. I just want to do things like a little bit differently. And I'm a little bit worried to go commander. Because it's just hard to keep your dudes alive when you're playing evil. But let's go as a commander. Let's do it. I'm hiring the commander. Alright, so I have a spawn. So this here is one of the differences in this mod, is that they seem to give you a slightly better army to what you would normally get. You would normally only get 3 units. Compared to the last version that I played. But I've got a spawn. I don't know whether that's based on my karma and like what they think that I'll use. So I'm going to move the militiaman here. I'm going to get rid of Slinger because he sucks. Maybe I'll keep the Spearman for laughs. See how well I can do with the Spearman. So I'm going to plunder. And I'm going to build the library. Just so that I make sure that I don't forget to get these fatigue spells. And that's it for the first turn. We'll end turn. And we'll continue plundering. I'll build a tavern because he's just gonna. I'm gonna go for the barbarians again. I think the brigands, thieves, and barbarians. They all like your taverns. All like to get pissed, I guess. These dudes, the good guys. You'll be building a forge first because they will need iron. But no, I'll go a tavern. And I'll plunder again. And I will wait for new orders. Okay, so I will build. I mean, barbarians are strong. They're just hard to keep alive. Whether whether I go barbarians or the brigands are there. I guess I go barbarians. I'm thinking, and then I could go barbarian and then go something like metamorphosis school or something at some point where I can cast like magic armor on them and stuff, and maybe sanctuary to try and keep them alive like that. But for now, we'll go barbarian. So we'll hire a couple of barbarians. We've got a ranger as well. Well, that would probably cripple my economy with a 20 upkeep. Rangers are really good. But, it will absolutely cripple me, which I don't really want to be crippled at this point. Although rangers are good. I'm half tempted to get rid of this spearman and go a ranger. Let's do it. Hey, let's live on the edge. What kind of dude have I got? Okay, so I've got a leadership. You get one random skill. Leadership's a good one because it increases experience gain really. So my dudes level up way quicker. Also increasing morale. Get that 15 morale, and they're gonna do more damage. So that's super good. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What's his? So he's got. I'm going to get this ranger. I might live to regret this. But I'm going to get rid of spearman and get the ranger. There we go. So now I'm going to be losing a shitload of money. 38, but hopefully we can make this back sooner rather than later. To do that, let's have a look. Do I have any resources around me? Yes. But so I've already built anyway. So I could either go show booth, gaming house, tavern or something, which then allows me to build pubs, or I could go workshop, pottery increases by 4, and then you can brewery, but I probably don't have access to the brewery yet. So I think the other like a show booth would be the way to go in order to make my money back more quickly. Anyway, let's attack this free settlement, which is going to give me 13 gold. Anyway, and before I do that, let's just have a quick look. So brigands got some adventurers and stuff. The number of brigands means that maybe it would have been super simple to make friends with these halflings, but no, it is what it is. Let's attack these people. My guy's still pretty wussy, so we'll chuck him here. Maybe I'll chuck the range here to get more range. All right, let's see whether they come towards me. They do. That's pretty stupid of them. Now the ranger's going to outrange these dudes, which is like really good. Now how much ammo? He's got 11 ammo, so I can just waste ammo on with him heaps. So that's what I will do. But now if those guys had hit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will go something like this to protect my ranger. Is that what I'll do? No, because then he'll get a hit. You don't want to allow them to hit you first. Well, at least not if you're playing evil dudes. The swordsmen have parry. But anyway, parry, which decreases the damage on the first hit, so you can allow them to hit you first. Let's check the. This guy does 4. This guy does 4. But he's a higher level. He's got 10 stamina, 9 stamina. So I will exhaust this guy anyway. Alright. So I want to protect my ranger. If I move this here, and I'll probably kill him with this. I was thinking I could move this guy here. That's what I'll do anyway. So he hits with a 7. This guy hits with a 9. And this guy's got 12. And we want to take out this ranged person. And I will just exhaust this guy again, so he's basically out of the fight at this point. You can't really control ranged people enough. So, like by positioning on the battlefield, so it's good to take them out of the fight as much as possible. And I'll exhaust this guy next, because he's the next biggest threat. Yeah, you can see how much damage is being done to this guy, which is not good. So I'm going to run away and chuck an axe at him. I'll take out this guy. Now, yeah, so he's nearly out because he's only got 1 hit point, so he does fuck all damage now, so he can fuck off. Now, I've done a big boo-boo, and I haven't protected my ranger from this dude. Like, no matter where I move this guy, my ranger's not going to be protected, which really sucks. But hopefully he won't be able to do too much damage. But so just in case, I'm going to move my ranger, this guy here, to block him off from being able to come down and attack, even though he's not going to do any damage anyway. Alright, let's see what happens. This guy will come in there. I didn't even see what this guy did. AI not that good on these easy levels by the looks of things. I'm going to go to double shot, which is super powerful, but you can see it drains the stamina or something chronic. And he just needs 6 damage, so this should kill him. And I'll start coming towards here, and I'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this guy's not even in any danger. And that's that province taken. Zeal, so increasing stamina, always a good thing. Increases stamina to this guy. This is a really good thing because it will allow him to double shot more. And losing 37 still. So that's probably because I gave a medal to my mercenary, and that doubles the cost of the medals, even though this is, you know, gaining 13. Have we got some more halflings? Ah. It's really not looking too good for me. Let's see what I can build. I could plunder. How much? I'm only making 1. See, I want the metamorphosis school. So I'm going to plunder this province. If I build a show booth, I probably won't be able to afford the metamorphosis school. Of course, if I get the metamorphosis school already, actually, I won't have any gems left to be able to use it, and my gem income is shit. Why is that? Now, who's costing gems? It must be my spawn. Yeah, my spawn costs gem upkeep. So, I think I will plunder, but I will build an altar. Let's go towards Sanctuary instead. And I'll end turn. Wait for new orders. And also plundering, you know, gives you a little bit of time for these dudes to heal up again. So we'll go Sanctuary. So it's probably best. I'm not sure I want to take on these halflings yet, because like there's just so much range in them that you know, that they might be a bit difficult to ensure that my people don't die when they're all like level 0 and crap. Even though the ranger will be really good, but if they run forwards and shoot the ranger, then he's as good as toast. So I could, you know, let's have a look. I could learn some spells to help. Got a bunch of brigands which are going to be evil, but I'm probably not really going to need that many spells for them, so I'm gonna stay with my free spells of exhaust, and I think I should be able to. Maybe I'll take 1 cure wounds and 2 exhausts. And we'll go to brigands. As you can see, I've got negative money here, so you can go negative and you don't lose your people, but sometimes going super negative can be really hard to get out of. And so this is why I was a bit worried about crippling my economy with this ranger that I really didn't need. But let's see what happens. Brigand, thief, renegade. Let's attack him. Alright. I think I will stay down. I was thinking I could place him here, but it's probably like these guys will, you know, because then I'll have to like you know, protect him with my dudes up here. Then these people would get there super quick. Whereas if I place him down here, it's going to be a longer run for these guys, and he can get a few shots off as they're running, which to me sounds like a good way of doing things. Now I could put my spawn or something in this forest here, because that will increase his range defense. And I'll put my injured dude furthest away. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's start the battle. Okay. They're really gunning for my spawn, which is a little bit bad. So 14, he does 7. I'll just double shot this thief, because I won't be getting any counter attack on him, which will really suck. Now he's got range of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to get up here to protect the spawn. So I will move this guy up, and I will move these people up, and we'll see what happens. Okay. He's still going to be doing a bit of damage, isn't he? 5. This guy's a bit hurt. There's no point not running out now, I guess. See if we can take out this brigand. Which we can. But my spawn might die. Doesn't really bother me, because he was using all my gem income. I probably could have played that safer, and not lost my spawn. But yeah, it is what it is. So we'll exhaust this dude. I don't think I need to worry about this guy too much. He does do some damage. I'll attack with this guy first, because he's the furthest away from these dudes. Alright. Let's do a double shot on this guy. And that will be all she wrote. So I lost my spawn. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so I'm going to get the leadership again, just because I want my guys to level up as quickly as possible. Getting range tactics could be tempting with my ranger, and this is also super powerful because it gives you stamina and then mobility on the world map. But yeah, I'll take leadership again. I'll give this guy battle frenzy, and give this guy battle frenzy. Now, do I want to give him even more stamina? That seems a bit much. I generally don't like to give 2 of the same medals. And I've got a cudgel. Alright, so one of the problems now is that I lost my spawn, but I don't have enough money to hire somebody else because my economy is so cooked. And that can be a real problem. So the only way for me to get enough money to hire somebody else is if I plunder. And so I'm going to put this guy into the barracks so that he can heal up while I plunder, and I'm going to plunder this province again. Even though this is a new land, maybe I'm just losing so much money that if I don't plunder, I'm not going to be able to afford a new guy. And if I move to here, by the time I then plunder, I would have lost, you know, 80. So, yeah, losing that spawn was actually much worse than I expected. And I really shouldn't have this ranger. He's cooking my economy for no reason whatsoever. But I'm a sucker for doing dumb things on this stream. by the sounds of things. Anyway, so we'll plunder and we'll end turn. Okay, we'll wait for new orders here. So, as you can see, these dudes here significantly healed up. And I'll get this guy. Alright, so I'm making a bit more. Now I'm losing 40 fucking 5. That's because I probably gave out some more medals. You know, this is a super bad position to be in. And I really need to attack the halflings in order to survive this. So maybe I'll go something like that. And we'll attack this halflings here. Because they're paying well, 16 and 2, and they've got iron. Let's see what's defending them. 6. That is a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot. Okay, let's see about these dudes. 6. That is a lot as well. Let's see these barbarians. 3. Let's do the barbarians. We want this guy here to be able to take them out. Alright. Let's start. Of course they'll curse him first. Now, so he only does 5. But yeah, we want to take out this person. Maybe I should have double shot to actually take him out. Now we're going to move away just so that they don't get the first hit in. And we're going to leave it at that. Alright. Now it's really important to protect this guy. So we'll shoot this dude again. Okay, so this works out pretty well because I can throw an axe and hopefully kill this guy. Because he was raging, he would have done a lot of the damage. Got nothing I really want to cast. Alright, so that looks like a good time to heal this dude. We'll double shot him. And let's have a look. I mean, can I just axe throw? I really need to make sure that I kill this guy, so he's definitely going to be able to kill him. He doesn't have an axe. Whatever. All good. And there we go. Alright, so I'm definitely going to take logistics, because this is going to decrease the upkeep. And it's going to of my units. And it's going to help unfuck my economy, even if only slightly. This guy will give morale, because hopefully he doesn't have to ever counter-attack. And these dudes will give health. We'll never give a ranged attack. Alright, what have we got surrounding? Free settlement, barbarians, free settlement, Okay. So, I'm only losing 28 now. And this is still a nice tiny shard, so... These dudes are nice and healthy. Hopefully... I can attack one of these free settlements because it's still such an easy difficulty level. Let's find out. Okay, we've only got 5 people. It looks like I am right. Normally, I wouldn't be able to attack the settlement. Like a second ring settlement already. Once the difficulty ramps up. But there we go. Is that what we want to do? Nah, let's put him here. Let's put him here. So then he's nice and protected. Let's have a look. We'll double shot this prick. And he's got a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can hit 5. So we'll move that back so we can get the first hit on these dudes. Alright, so... I could double shot him again. I could double shot again. I will probably will pretty much take my ranger out, but it will kill this person, I think. Yes, it will kill the slinger completely, which would mean I won't have to worry about them. Or I could shoot this person. I could double shot them. We'll just take the slinger out. Then what are we gonna do? This is 6 damage. They've got no, and he does 5 damage. They've got no range defense, so it looks like if I throw axes at them, it should kill this person. But now he does so little damage that do I care about him? Let's just kill him. And with this dude, now if I move this dude to here, he'll be in a very precarious position because he can be attacked by all 3 of these things. So I think I'm just going to move him forwards 1 and throw an axe. Now, I do have dash. He does 9 damage. I don't think I need to use it. I think I'm fairly happy with how things are. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, I expected him to use the spear on this guy, but that's his only spear, and nothing else is going to hit him. So, AI outsmarted. Now I'm going to attack this guy with this person here. Ooh. Because he's already damaged. So, but I see he's damaged by 8, and this increases by 8, and I don't have any spell power. So I'm actually going to heal him first, just in case that he'll do more damage. Boomch. Boomch. Now this guy doing 12, 11. This guy should kill him, and we'll shoot this guy. And that's it's done. We'll take Stamina. The deputy of the Valley of Signs province informs you a suffocating heatwave has hit these lands for the past several days. If you don't act immediately, the sun will burn up the whole harvest. Well, that's no good. I will force people to water the field from the wells. Or should I let it all burn up? I'm not sure what happens when I imagine forcing people, because to water it from the wells will make them pissed off at me. But it won't lose population. Letting it all burn up, I don't know. I imagine it will lose population. This is a dwelling already, so I'm going to let it burn up and let's see whether they get more annoyed at me. But you know, a dwelling is pretty small and will grow pretty quickly. But let's have a look. The poor harvest in the province of Valley of Signs has caused a famine. Food prices have increased dramatically, and many of its subjects are at risk of dying of starvation. I want to make a profit by selling food at exorbitant prices, so that's kind of cool. And I make 159 gold of that. I should have sold it at a higher price. So they're super pissed off at me for doing that. And I need to worry more about this on like high difficulty levels. Like always being evil is maybe not the best of things. Alright, but our economy is slowly coming back into the positive. Let's have a look at it. Dudes are looking okay, I guess. Let's see, if these are 3 barbarians, I'll be able to take them out. I'll build the leisure in the show booth, which will increase, you know, by 1, because they increased the mood of this by 1. Alright, and dwelling. And so I think the dwelling was here, and so I did lose some, not the size of the population, but, you know, progress towards the next population growth milestone. By letting that famine take hold. Now, do I want a chalice of life? I don't think I do. I think that if there's only 3 of them, I should be able to do it without using 15 gems. If there's 4 of them, I won't attack. Alright, there's 3. Let's attack. Now, where do I want to place my dudes? Maybe something like that. Or maybe something like this. I mean, it's going to give him 1 extra range, isn't it? Moving forwards 2, 1 up. I'll be able to protect him, I guess. Let's do that. He's still got more than 50% of his hit points, so he's still doing max damage, I thought, but he's only doing 5. Oh, I bet, because of the curse. So that kind of sucks. But, we'll double shot this cunt. I'll move him to here, and we'll move this guy back so that he doesn't get the first hit. Okay. Now we've got to think about this. Now this person is pretty dangerous. I also have to worry about getting 2 axes from these people. You know, if this guy moves here and chucks an axe here, and then he moves here and chucks an axe here, you know, he's gonna do, that's gonna be 10 damage, reduced by 4. So it should only be 6 damage. So he should survive 2 axes. My range is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't move back and protect him and kill this person. I want to kill this person, which I didn't even do. But at least they're doing less damage now. We're going to need to protect these people, but we'll move this down. Now, how many? He's got 12 hit points. So if I chuck an axe at him, now he's got 10. Does either of these people do? No, but at least his counterattack's not very much. Now, I want to move here to defend this guy. Now I could chuck another axe at this person, do 3 damage, and then it just attack him. So then there was no counter attacks done at all, which is pretty good. Now I'm a little bit worried about this person, I guess, because you know they shoot for 4, he comes up and hits for 13. Well, you know, if they get a bit lucky. So I'm just going to use one of my heal spells, and we'll leave it at that. Okay, so now he's going Burkos. So this is this is where it becomes difficult keeping these people alive. I'm not sure I'm going to heal first. I can kill this person. I'll move this guy up here. Now he's got 9 and he attacks for 9. I will heal this guy, and then I'll attack. And there we go. I'll give him some bloodlust. Alright, so these people, again, they're having a suffocating heat wave. They're indignant. They can only get furious with me. So I'll let it burn up again, and then I'll sell the food again. 219. Oh, no, now they're hateful. And new land, so we have lost population. But on the plus side, I have money. And things are starting to look a bit better. So I will build the gaming house, which will not quite into the realms of actually making money. But there's another free settlement. We've got Holy Lands and Centaur Lands, so don't really need to worry about being invaded from these two. Maybe from this one. I don't know what the empty hills are. The halflings won't invade me because they're too goody two shoes, so we'll move here. I've built at the capital and I don't have anything I can build, do I? No. Alright, so we will attack. We've only got 4 things. Sorry, blokes, but you guys are gonna die. Also, sorry, not sorry. We'll set it out something like this. Alright. Let's see if we can kill this slinger. Which we can. We'll just leave it and see what happens. Alright. Double shot this guy. He needs 10 damage to die, and I can only do 9. Which is alright. We'll just run one away here. And we'll run one away here so that nothing gets the first hit on me. And we'll leave it at that. Alright. I'm going to attack this person. Now, 13, 7. I need to protect this guy. I guess if I shoot him, then they won't get a counter attack off. But yeah, I'll move here. Now, do I really care if he gets hit? Not overly. Oh, because I can just heal him. I'll just run up and smack this guy. I'm assuming he's going to run down here and hit him. Which is exactly what I thought. Then we can kill him. 7 to 13, it's only 6. 11 to 20 is 9. So I will heal this dude. And maybe I'll try not to level up my ranger at this point. How much damage do I need to do? Yeah, this will be plenty. Until my economy is a little bit better. Alright. We'll take logistics again. We'll take attack. We'll take battle frenzy. And we've got some goblins and deadly swamps. But if we have a look, my economy is much better. Alrighty, I'm gonna go make some dinner for myself. This is Klavicus signing off for this episode. Thank you very much for joining me. And come back next time for my evil playthrough of... I always forget the name. Eador Genesis New Horizons newest mod. See you later.